Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Friday, August 29, 2025. And in the news this afternoon, police say security threats at government agencies a hoax. All the security threats made against the government agencies early Friday have proven to be unfounded, the police have confirmed. However, a statement from the police said they will continue to treat each report with the utmost urgency. The threats were made in an email sent to the Passport, Immigration and the Citizenship Agency, which also warned that other entities had been targeted, according to law enforcement sources. Staff at PICA, the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, and the National Housing Trust were evacuated from their respective offices as a precautionary measure. The police said specialized teams are actively responding to the threats and that the necessary security protocols are being enforced to protect employees, the public, and critical services. We urge all institutions and the members of the public to remain vigilant, exercise caution, and promptly report any suspicious activity or information to Police Emergency 119, the statement from the police said. It also reminded citizens that making a security threat is not only criminal but reckless and disruptive, and urged those responsible to immediately desist. The statement said the police will pursue every lead to ensure that those responsible are identified and held accountable. Man shot and killed by police in Shelter Rock, Spanish Town. An operation by police personnel in the St. Catherine North Division has led to the fatal shooting of an unidentified man and the reported seizure of an illegal gun. The police say about 6:20 a.m. they were on an operation in Shelter Rock, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, when the team was challenged by a man who was armed with an illegal gun. The police say they took evasive action and fired, injuring the man. They also reportedly retrieved a 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 4 rounds of ammunition. The man was taken to the nearby Spanish Town Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. The Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe into the matter. Minor 3.4 magnitude earthquake felt in St. Andrew. A minor earthquake was felt in sections of St. Andrew early Friday morning. According to the earthquake unit at the University of the West Indies, the 3.4 magnitude quake was felt about 12:53 a.m. The epicenter was located approximately 11 kilometers northeast of Harborview. It had a focal depth of 3 kilometers. The quake was reportedly felt in Mavis Bank, St. Andrew. Standoff quelled after Manchester farmers blame Windalco's cattle for damaged crops. A standoff between farmers in Belfield, Manchester, and representatives from UC Russell Alumna Jamaica Windalco was quelled on Thursday after the farmers were given the assurance that evaluations would be done following damage to their fields by cattle belonging to the company. Herman Wilson, whose sweet potato field was damaged by the cattle, expressed his frustration with not being compensated for previous damage to his crops by cattle owned by Windalco.
Them still have to continue over and overcome because then get some on a tree man and run some fence. When you go down there, so the fence them there and go between from here. Long Hill, Williamsville, Canton Stretch, the cow them first represent you. So I want to know when them cause accident, how it ever go. If this is a procedure and top shot, we have to go through. When them away to the cars live. You understand?
What me say, the cow come out of fence Saturday, let's go by Wednesday again.
So long again?
No, it's too quick.
Why am I putting some come out?
It's not too quick.
So if you give it till Saturday, me say, if you don't believe me that team, we'll drive on the road and video the property. Oh, the slackness with the cow fence them down there. Some little wire and breeze are blow yesterday them down here as a dance. So I don't know if I'm afraid to pay money to fix the pen them properly, or then just kept some little man from the road and say, yo, me I give you a thing to come stretch me wire. You mean no? But that's something.
The farmers sought assistance from political representatives, including Councillor Maria Mitchell of the People's National Party, Belfield Division, and the Mandeville Mayor Donovan Mitchell, who is also the PNP's candidate for Manchester Central, to voice their concerns. The farmers collectively sought the services of a valuator to determine their losses.
Councillor Maria Mitchell, councillor from the Belfield Division, along with His Worship the Mayor and the next member falling for Central Manchester, Donovan Mitchell. So the farmers called us to dialogue on their behalf with the company Windalco. They have had some damages to their crops and to their properties which they have leased from Windalco, and mainly the culprits are the cows that is owned by Windalco. Representative Mr. Maxim is here, who is the Deputy Director of Agriculture, is here having dialogue, and somehow it became a little bit contentious. So we are here to ensure that the person's interests, the farmers' interests, are represented, as to well listen to what Windalco has to say. So I'm happy to report that we had some dialogue between the farmers and Windalco, and we have see how best we can come up with some solutions to move forward. So the farmers have asked for some evaluation to be done. They have called an independent evaluator who is on his way here. Windalco also have their internal evaluator, which will come into the property and also to do those evaluations. So we are happy that dialogue is happening, and we are happy to ensure that whatever comes out of it, the farmers are happy, and Windalco will do what the interest of the farmers and what they can do to ensure that damages in the future is something that will not happen. So we are happy that we are able to come here, have some civil dialogue, and to ensure that we get a lead on the situation. Yes, the farmers have asked that they be compensated for the discussions, the damages
of their farms. I mean, I've looked at one of the farms where there was a lot of sweet potato there and carrots. It's no more. It's like that.
Yeah.
And so they need to be told what would be the procedure in order for these persons to be compensated. A land valuator or farm valuator is coming in, I understand, to do some valuations, and so the persons are asked to wait until that person arrives. After that, we will have further dialogue with the company so that amicable agreements and amicable arrangements can be made for the farmers. I was told at one time that the company was saying that they'll give them seeds and whatever it is. That is not so. The farms and the plants were almost ready to be reaped, and so somebody has to stand up for the farmers.
Which him a try to duck the valley. He not giving no good words about it more than he just have him phone and walk up and down. I say hit him and do, have him hand a scratch the ground. We don't know what him doing.
They want a valuation to be done so you can be compensated.
Exactly, that's what we tell him. Say we want it to value today before the rain. Him and tell we let him evaluate and send that him can't tell me when the evaluator come, but when the evaluator now come. So we claim say we have our evaluator, which our evaluator is on his way.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.